Have you ever felt heaven trying to reach you? A pull so strong you can't explain it. A sudden thought, a memory, a sign that feels too personal to be coincidence. That's not your imagination. That's divine energy moving through your spirit. Archangel Michael says, "There's something about you heaven is highlighting right now. Something sacred, something magnetic. And because of that, someone's heart has been awakened toward you again." Type 1111 in the comments if you feel this confirmation in your spirit. Because what I'm about to reveal will make sense of every unexplained emotion you've been feeling lately. Someone can't stop thinking about you, not just because of what you did, but because of who you are becoming. God is speaking through this message right now. He says, "I am restoring the kind of love that was meant to multiply, not fade." You thought it ended. You thought they moved on. But heaven says, no, I'm not finished writing this story. Your light did something powerful. It softened a heart that once turned away. It reminded someone of peace, warmth, and truth. It stirred something holy inside them. And that one thing, your unshaken kindness, made them fall in love with you twice as much. Yes, beloved soul, your compassion spoke louder than words. While others would have reacted with anger, you chose grace. You prayed instead of cursing. You forgave when you could have fought back, and heaven took note of that. Archangel Michael says, because you responded with love, heaven has responded with reward. You didn't know it, but every time you chose peace over pride, your spirit grew brighter. And that light became irresistible to the one heaven assigned to your destiny. They are seeing you differently now. Their eyes are open. Their spirit recognizes your worth. Pause for a moment. Feel that warmth in your chest. That's your confirmation. Because deep down, your soul already knew this was true. You just needed heaven to echo it back to you today. Type, "I receive this divine confirmation," if this resonates in your spirit. Because Archangel Michael says, your patience is about to be honored in full. Heaven has been testing hearts, watching how people treated you when you had nothing to give but your faith. And while some turned away, one heart couldn't forget you. They realized your absence was their biggest lesson. Now love is returning, purified by divine fire. The same person who once hesitated is now drawn back, not by human will, but by divine alignment. Because when God ordains a connection, no distance, silence, or misunderstanding can destroy it. It only refines it. Romans 8:28 says, "All things work together for good to those who love God." Yes, even the heartbreak, the silence, the confusion, it was all used to strengthen you, to prepare you, to make this moment possible. Beloved, heaven is saying this time it won't fall apart. Because now both hearts are awakened. Theirs through realization, yours through healing. And this balance is what divine love truly is, restored and multiplied. The angels are whispering that your name has been spoken in prayers you didn't hear. Your image has crossed their mind in moments they didn't expect. And every time they tried to move forward, something divine pulled them back to you. That something is God. Archangel Michael says this person is being spiritually redirected. They've tried to fill the void, but nothing compares to your light. Because your love came from heaven. It wasn't manipulation. It wasn't controlled. It was genuine. And heaven always honors what's pure. So don't be surprised when you start seeing signs of their return. You might notice dreams, repeated numbers, songs that suddenly speak their name, even people mentioning them unexpectedly. These are angelic signals of restoration in motion. But here's the deeper revelation. What made them fall in love with you twice as much wasn't your words, it was your spirit of endurance. While they were silent, you were growing. While they doubted, you remained faithful. You didn't chase, you prayed. And heaven says that's what turned everything around. Someone is about to confess what they never said before. They'll admit that losing you broke them in ways they didn't understand, that your silence humbled them, that your peace convicted them. And when they see you again, stronger, more radiant, more at peace, they'll realize you were the blessing they prayed for too late. But heaven says, I make all things new. And what seemed lost is being reborn under divine timing. This love is no longer about human desire, it's about purpose. Because when two souls are aligned under heaven's light, their union becomes ministry type, I believe in divine timing, if you know God is working behind the scenes for you. Because Archangel Michael says, your love story is being written by heaven itself. The delay wasn't denial. It was preparation. You had to learn self-worth. They had to learn discernment. And now both lessons are complete. The season of waiting is turning into a season of fulfillment. Someone who once ran from love is now running toward it. They see your peace as power, your forgiveness as grace, your consistency as proof that real love still exists. And they're realizing it was never about perfection. It was about spiritual connection. You became their mirror. Your growth awakened their guilt. Your joy stirred their reflection. And now they're asking heaven, did I lose my divine person? Archangel Michael answers, not if they return in truth. Beloved, you are about to witness divine justice in love. Not revenge, but restoration. Because heaven's justice doesn't hurt, it heals. It restores what was broken in divine order. Remember Isaiah 61:7. Instead of shame, you will receive a double portion. That means the same place you were hurt is the same place you'll be honored. The same person who doubted you will now speak of your strength. The same connection that caused tears will now bring peace. Can you feel the shift in your spirit? That's the moment heaven marks fulfillment. Angels are aligning divine encounters even now. Phone calls, messages, unexpected meetings. Don't chase them. Let God orchestrate it. Archangel Michael says, you've already done your part. Now watch heaven do the rest. Your energy has changed. You've released bitterness. You've chosen faith. And that vibration is magnetic to your divine counterpart. They feel it in their dreams. They feel it in their heart. Something tells them, I can't let go of that person, because your soul left an imprint no one else could erase. The one thing that made them fall in love with you twice as much was your transformation, the glow that came from your healing, the power that came from your prayers. They fell in love again, not just with your heart, but with your resilience. Archangel Michael says, your healing became your halo. And now your light is guiding them home. Every step you take in faith sends a ripple into their soul. Every prayer you whisper pulls them closer. Because love born of heaven cannot die, it only evolves. Do you remember when you cried alone and asked heaven, why did they leave? Heaven replied in silence. But now that silence is breaking with signs of return, because your tears watered the seeds of restoration. And what you thought was loss was actually planting for the harvest of divine love. Beloved, expect sudden breakthroughs, a message, a dream, a divine sign before the weekends, because heaven is saying it's time. Type, it's my time for divine restoration, if you feel this prophetic message speaking to your heart. Because the angels are confirming your love story is under divine instruction. What's coming next will confirm what your heart already knew, that you were never forgotten. You were chosen, you were set apart, and your love, though tested, is destined to triumph. Archangel Michael is placing a shield of peace around you now, to protect your heart as divine timing unfolds, to prepare you for the message, the visit, the encounter that will shift everything. You will not need to chase. You will not need to beg. You will stand in peace, and what is meant for you will find you with ease. Because heaven has already whispered your name into the right heart, someone is awakening. Their dreams are revealing you, their prayers are leading them back, and their soul is remembering the vibration of your light. Archangel Michael says, prepare your heart. What you prayed for is already moving toward you. Stay humble, stay faithful, stay open. You are about to experience a divine reunion that feels like destiny unfolding in real time. This is not random. This is restoration, and the sign will come quickly before you expect it. Hold your peace and let heaven finish what it started. Because this time love will last. This time both hearts will understand the assignment. And this time heaven will be glorified through your story. Repeat these words aloud. My love is protected by heaven. My heart is aligned with divine timing. My future is unfolding in perfect peace. Archangel Michael blesses your path with clarity, strength, and faith. You are walking into a season where love, destiny, and peace meet as one. The angels are saying, you are ready. If this message spoke to your heart, like this video, comment your angel number or your prayer request below. Your faith releases divine movement. Subscribe for daily prophetic and angelic guidance from heaven. And share this message with someone who needs to be reminded that true love never dies. It transforms. You are loved. You are chosen. You are seen by heaven. And this message didn't find you by accident. It found you because your heart is next in line for a divine miracle. Archangel Michael is watching over you. Heaven is fighting for your love story. And soon you will see. This one thing that made someone fall in love with you twice as much was the light of God shining through your heart. Archangel Michael says, Beloved, heaven has been watching the quiet strength within you, and that quiet strength has become your greatest magnet. You may not realize it, but every time you chose to stay calm in moments that tried to break you, heaven recorded it. Every time you smiled through pain, every time you forgave when it didn't make sense, every time you believed in love when life gave you reasons not to, that was the moment your spirit began to glow with divine light. That glow became the reason someone who once overlooked you is now drawn back with double admiration. They're not falling in love with who you were. They're falling in love with who you've become through grace. The storms you survived didn't destroy your beauty. They deepened it. They made your soul more radiant, your faith more attractive, and your heart more powerful than ever before. Heaven is saying, you are now standing in the energy of divine completion. What was once confusion is now clarity. What was once delay is now direction. The very person who could not see your value before is now being awakened by the Spirit of truth. Their soul recognizes that your love was not ordinary. It was heaven sent. When they think of you now, they don't just remember a person. They remember peace. They remember warmth. They remember the kind of safety that can only come from someone covered by God. They remember how you looked at them with understanding, even when you were hurting. They remember your silence that spoke louder than words. And that memory is now echoing in their spirit like a holy reminder that love like yours is rare, that grace like yours is divine, and that losing you was their turning point. Beloved, Archangel Michael says, there are moments when heaven allows distance to awaken recognition. You thought it was rejection, but it was redirection. You thought they forgot, but heaven used silence to whisper truth into their heart. In their quiet moments, they are being visited by divine conviction, the kind that brings humility and clarity. They are remembering how your love did not demand, how your presence did not control, how your prayers carried them through battles they didn't even understand. That realization is bringing repentance, and as they reflect, They are seeing that the one thing that made them fall in love with you twice as much is that you loved them from your soul, not your ego. Your love was never about appearance, convenience, or attention. It was about divine purpose. You saw their potential even when they were blinded by fear. You prayed for them in secret when no one else would. And heaven says those secret prayers are now bearing public fruit. What you sowed in tears, you are about to reap in laughter. The love you gave will return to you purified, multiplied, and sanctified by divine timing. The one who once resisted the connection is now yearning for it, because your energy carries the frequency of home. They tried to forget, but peace refuses to let them. Every attempt to move on leads them back to the same realization. You are the soul their spirit recognizes. And now Archangel Michael stands beside you, whispering, "Do not chase. Attract through peace." For this season is not about proving anything. It's about receiving what heaven has already decreed. God says, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. The stillness you maintain will be the space where heaven performs the miracle. Your obedience to divine patience will open doors faster than any human effort could. Because when God ordains a reunion, it doesn't come through confusion. It comes through confirmation. Watch as signs begin to align. The dream, the song, the unexpected message, the coincidence that feels too exact to ignore. These are angelic confirmations that divine timing is in motion. Beloved soul, heaven says, prepare. For your name is being spoken in rooms of decision. There is someone realizing they can't step into their destiny without first making peace with you. They are being guided to reconcile, to make things right, to restore what was lost. But Archangel Michael warns, this time it won't just be emotional, it will be spiritual. They're not just coming back with words, they're coming back with understanding, because heaven has been working on their heart in secret. They have been humbled by their lessons. They have seen what life looks like without your light, and it has left them hungry for the divine connection they once took for granted. Heaven says, when this person returns, discern through peace, not through pain. You are not who you were. You are stronger, wiser, more aligned. You don't need to prove your worth. It is already established in heaven. Let your peace be your response and your silence be your sermon. For Archangel Michael says, what is meant for you will never have to be forced. And what's returning now is not a test, but a testimony. It's the manifestation of prayers you prayed when you felt unseen. It's the fruit of faith that didn't faint. It's the sign that heaven always keeps its promises. There is divine justice unfolding behind the scenes. The same hands that released you in confusion are now trembling with realization. The same lips that spoke against you are now whispering prayers for you. The same soul that doubted you is now thanking God for your existence. For heaven has turned the tables not to embarrass, but to enlighten. This love is not returning in its old form. It's returning refined, redeemed, and renewed. You will not go through the same cycle again because both of you have evolved. The difference now is awareness. Awareness of purpose, awareness of divine design, awareness that what connects you is beyond human understanding. Archangel Michael says, a great unlocking is happening in the spiritual realm. There are angels assigned to clear the path between you and your divine counterpart. Misunderstandings are dissolving. Bitterness is being replaced with peace. Pride is being replaced with humility. And as this cleansing happens, your hearts will meet again, not through accident, but through alignment. It will feel effortless, divinely timed, and guided by something higher than both of you. Heaven says you will recognize it by the peace it carries. Beloved, let this truth rest deep within you. You didn't lose anything by loving genuinely. You planted divine seeds that heaven is now watering. The one thing that made them fall in love with you twice as much was not your perfection, but your authenticity. You showed them that love doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. You embodied patience, and patience is the proof of love's maturity. The world teaches speed, but heaven rewards stillness. And you, chosen one, have mastered the art of trusting God's pace. Type, "I trust God's timing for my love story," in the comments if your heart knows this word is for you. Because every declaration you make in faith sends energy into the heavens, accelerating what is already written in your destiny. Archangel Michael stands guard over this promise, saying, "Do not let fear rewrite what heaven has already sealed." For your next chapter is not about waiting, it's about witnessing. You are stepping into a divine unveiling where everything that once confused you will suddenly make sense. The delays were divine detours. The heartbreaks were hidden blessings. The silence was sacred preparation. And now, the one who once misunderstood your love will see it as the greatest gift they ever received. Stay grounded in grace. For miracles love humility. Keep your heart open, for destiny loves surrender. Heaven says this love is being reintroduced under divine supervision. And when it returns, you'll know it's heaven's doing, because it will feel like home, not chaos. The one who once ran is returning, not to repeat history, but to fulfill prophecy. Heaven is saying, the reason someone is falling in love with you twice as much now is because they've seen how you handled what broke you. They saw your silence, but heaven saw your prayers. They saw your distance, but heaven saw your devotion. While they tried to understand how you could love so deeply and yet walk away in peace, heaven whispered to their soul, "This one is chosen." Your ability to let go gracefully has become your loudest sermon. Your surrender revealed your strength. And now, the very energy of that surrender is drawing them back, not through force, but through faith. Archangel Michael says, you didn't chase. You became the answer. Every tear, every sleepless night, every whispered prayer built a divine vibration that now echoes through their spirit. When they think of you, they feel calm. When they remember you, they feel conviction. And when they dream of you, they feel called back to where their peace first lived, with you. Type, "I am walking in peace and divine power," in the comments. If your spirit knows, this is your confirmation. Beloved, heaven says, you have become proof that love guided by God never dies, it transforms. It evolves from attachment to assignment, from pain to purpose, from longing to divine timing. And this transformation inside of you is what made them fall for you again, not because of what you did, but because of who you became through your healing. They are magnetized by your growth, drawn to the light that grew from your pain. They can't explain it, but their soul knows you carry heaven's signature now. There is a moment coming soon when everything will shift. A message that breaks the silence, a look that reignites memory, a conversation that feels guided by angels themselves. Archangel Michael says, when that happens, respond with peace, not pressure, because heaven is orchestrating the details, and your job is to remain the vessel of grace. What's happening right now is divine reversal. The energy that once chased has now become the one pursued. The one who doubted your love now finds themselves praying for your forgiveness. The one who left is now asking heaven how to return. This isn't your doing. It's divine order at work. You passed your test by not allowing bitterness to shape you. And that's why heaven is shaping the outcome in your favor. The angels are whispering. You are about to witness what divine justice in love truly looks like. It won't come through revenge, but through revelation. The same person who couldn't see your worth will now speak life over you. They will honor the peace they once misunderstood. And when they tell you, "You changed me," understand that it wasn't you who did the changing. It was God working through your example. That's why heaven says, "Do not harden your heart." Keep it open, but guarded by wisdom. Someone is realizing now that you were not just a chapter. You were the divine mirror meant to awaken their spirit. You reflected truth to them, not through words, but through love. They are now confronting every fear they once ran from. Their dreams are filled with your name, because heaven keeps showing them the spiritual contract that still stands between your souls. You are connected beyond logic, beyond distance, beyond human reason. This connection was sealed before time began, and no human interference can break what heaven has blessed. Type, "My divine connection is protected by heaven." If you believe that what God started, He will finish. Archangel Michael says, this is not just romance, this is redemption. The love returning to you carries lessons, wisdom, and divine humility. The one who once hurt you will now protect you. The one who once ignored you will now honor you. Because the cycle of pain has completed and the season of restoration has begun. You will notice small signs first, repeated numbers like 1111, 222, 777, feathers, songs, or sudden warmth in your chest during prayer. Do not doubt these. They are confirmation codes from heaven. Every sign is heaven's way of saying, keep your faith steady, your love story is unfolding. Heaven says, when they come, do not rush. Let their actions speak louder than their promises. For love rooted in truth does not demand. It flows. It builds slowly, intentionally, with reverence for the divine. This time the connection will grow from peace, not from pain. You will recognize it by the way your spirit feels calm, not anxious. Because peace is the proof of God's presence. Archangel Michael says, many of you watching this message right now are standing at the door of answered prayers. You have cried, waited, believed, and surrendered, and heaven is about to show you that not one of your tears was wasted. The one who once couldn't recognize your value will now see you through God's eyes. And they will say, I didn't realize how much light I lost until I lost you. But heaven will respond, you didn't lose them. You found purpose. Beloved, God is saying, prepare for the miracle that doesn't need your effort, only your faith. Stay centered. Stay grateful. Because this season will prove that divine love always finds its way home. Someone's heart is being prepared to meet your energy with the same sincerity you once carried alone. And this time the love that returns will not only stay, it will grow stronger with every act of grace. So lift your hands, whisper your affirmation, and declare, my love is guided by heaven. My timing is protected by God. My story is unfolding in divine perfection. Type, I receive this restoration in faith in the comments if you feel this message burning in your soul. Because your agreement in faith is the signal heaven has been waiting for to move everything into position. Archangel Michael stands before you saying, the gates are opening, beloved. The delay is over. The miracle is near. And the one thing that made someone fall in love with you twice as much is not what you said or how you looked, but how heaven shines through you when you choose peace over pride. Beloved, heaven is showing me that while you were rebuilding your peace, someone was secretly drawn back to your light. At first, they didn't understand why memories of you kept resurfacing. They told themselves it was coincidence, but the more they tried to forget, the stronger the pull became. That pull is not emotional confusion, it's divine magnetism. When God ordains connection, even distance becomes a teacher that brings hearts closer. Your quiet transformation has become the sermon that heaven wanted them to hear. They are seeing you now through new eyes eyes that recognize grace. They notice how you no longer seek validation, how you've learned to rest instead of chase, how your smile carries peace instead of pain. That peace is what made them fall in love with you twice as much. Because peace is the fragrance of divine healing, and your healed energy has become irresistible. Every prayer you whispered in silence has turned into a light that surrounds you, and that light is calling their spirit home. Type, "My peace attracts divine love," in the comments if you feel heaven confirming this within you. Your declaration opens the way for angelic movement. Archangel Michael says, "You are walking into the moment where love and purpose meet." This connection will no longer be a cycle of confusion. It will be a covenant of clarity. The angels are adjusting both hearts to speak the same spiritual language. What was once emotional chaos is now turning into divine order. They are learning that real love does not come through force, but through faith. They are being shown visions of you, dreams of you, reminders that feel supernatural. And these are not random thoughts. They are heaven's whispers of restoration. Heaven is saying you did not lose them. You released them so they could return renewed. Every season apart served a purpose. It taught you self-worth and it taught them reverence. Now, as heaven aligns your timelines again, you will both see how every delay was divine choreography. The next time you meet, it will not be by chance. It will be by design. When this happens, remain centered. You do not need to explain who you are. Your energy will speak for you. Let love flow naturally, without fear. For when God restores, He also protects. What comes back to you now carries angelic guardianship. It cannot be stolen or distorted again. Beloved, the Spirit of God is saying, this is the season where the one who once left will understand why they were always drawn back. They will see that your love was not emotional dependency, it was divine intercession. You carried them in prayer when they didn't even know they needed covering. That covering has shielded them from paths that would have destroyed them. And now, gratitude is awakening in their heart. They are not just missing you, they are honoring you. Type, "I am ready for divine reunion," if you feel this gratitude rising within you. Every comment of faith sends ripples into the heavens. Archangel Michael says, "There is power in the name you speak with love." When you speak their name in prayer, angels move. When you release them with forgiveness, chains break. And when you bless them, heaven blesses you double. That's why Isaiah 61:7 declares, "Instead of shame, you will receive a double portion." This double portion is emotional restoration, spiritual growth, and a love that returns with maturity. You are entering a divine exchange. What once drained you will now pour into you. What once broke you will now build you. What once ignored your worth will now honor it publicly. For heaven never allows your kindness to return empty. Everything you gave in purity will come back multiplied through divine favor. Archangel Michael is standing over this promise with his sword of truth. He says, "Do not doubt what you feel. Your intuition is holy." If your heart is sensing a shift, it's because the spiritual contract between you and this person is activating again under divine light. Soon, there will be a message, a conversation, a reconnection that feels guided, peaceful, undeniable. And you will know, this is the moment heaven promised me. So lift your spirit and declare, my story is being rewritten by God's hand. My love is rooted in peace, protected by angels, and guided by purpose. What's meant for me is finding me now. Type, "I receive this divine restoration with faith," if you claim it, because every word you speak in alignment with heaven becomes a decree that angels rush to fulfill. Archangel Michael ends this segment with a whisper of assurance. The one thing that made them fall in love with you twice as much is the radiance of heaven that now lives in your eyes. Guard it, honor it, and know your light has already done the work.